Does MCT oil and MCT oil powder break your fast with coffee? We are going to cover it in this video along with the health benefits of MCT oil powder and MCT oil. Stay with me here. So I've used several MCT oil powders and the actual oil itself in the past, and I prefer the powder, to be honest, because it creams, like, comes a little bit more like actual creamer in the coffee itself, and it just tends to break down a little bit better. Whereas the oil, I found from my experience, can sometimes just sink to the bottom and just rest down there. So that's just a personal opinion on MCT oil and powder. And here's the one I'm using currently by Opportunities, and it's pretty good so far. I actually tried their collagen on another video, the health benefits of collagen, so you can check that out, link in the description below. But this one's pretty good, and I've used another one in the past that I really liked. Again, I'll put those links in the description below as well, all those links to the related MCT oil powder videos and MCT oil videos if you're interested in watching those. We're going to quickly cover some of the health benefits right after I address this question of, does it break your fast? Because it's something that comes up constantly in the comments section of a lot of the other MCT oil powder videos and health benefit videos. And I always respond to the chain of comments because people are going back and forth debating it. And I just say it varies person to person, and it's not something that's definitive in the sense of it's an overarching thing that applies to everyone in all circumstances. And the question generally is, taking MCT oil powder, which has, in this case, per one scoop, it has 69 calories. Okay, and they vary, you know, they can go up to like 80 calories or so. So the question is, and because it's sourced from saturated fat, that's where it's mostly coming from. MCT oil is like a coconut oil. So MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides. I talk about a lot on lifehack.org articles, and if you're interested in checking those out, link in the description below as well, but I don't want to get into all that stuff right now. So just to address the question, I usually respond and say that it varies person to person, simply because if someone has been fasting for a long period of time, so for instance, when I first started, I think that this would break my fast. When I first started fasting, I was interested in losing weight, okay? And I assume if you're watching this, you're interested in losing weight as well. And if you're in that stage, don't use MCT oils. Just have straight black coffee, or just have water. And I talked about this on intermittent fasting videos. If you're interested in just the most optimal, you want 100% guaranteed, you're remaining in a state of ketosis, and you're not spiking your insulin, and you're not raising your blood sugar by having, you know, stuff other than nothing or water. Black coffee as well is kind of, you know, it's safe, but some people would debate that as well. So when I first started intermittent fasting, like 5 to 7 years ago, when I was losing weight, I lost a ton of weight, and I just did water. Now, after doing it for years and years and training consistently, I've built up a pretty quick metabolism, and generally my awareness of my body, and if I'm in a state of ketosis, has significantly improved from when I started. So if you're at a stage, an intermediate to advanced stage of training, of biohacking, of anything of that nature, life hacking, lifehack.org, drop in the link in the description below. If you're at that stage, if you're at a later stage, I like how Ben Greenfield described it in a Joe Rogan podcast interview. He said it's like a metabolic speed bump. Speed bump, you just kind of, and you go over it. And when you have a quick metabolism, and when you have been doing fasting a lot, and when you're training a lot, these little bits of fat, they don't make it to spike your insulin. They don't get there. It's not a stop sign. If you want to use the Ben Greenfield analogy of driving a vehicle, it's a stop sign to be like your metabolic rate or the efficiency of it is going to make it like just a speed bump if you've been doing it a while, and if you've built that up. I don't know if you can hear the chipmunks, but he certainly can. So that's my answer to that. Now the health benefits, I've mentioned them in other videos, so I'm not going to get too in-depth on that. Link in the description below. But generally speaking, the dietary fiber is really cool. The healthy fats are really cool. Do this if you're exercising, if you're working out, and not if you're at the early stages of losing weight. There's no point. Just be hardcore as possible. and get the quick results you need to, and then start to integrate things like this when you have that opportunities to do so. A little cool drop. All right, thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Check out the other links below. Dietary fiber, health benefits include digestion. Don't break fast. That's it.